Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? It's the end of the week. The weekend is here. Happy Friday once again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. And if you're watching this on X, if you're watching this on Twitch or Kick, make sure you come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and join in on the conversation. We have the play-by-play for between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the New York Yankees' first road trip of the season. They will have a 3-game series at PNC Park. So let's see how the Yankees do in this Pittsburgh series. Let me know in the chat, folks, how you all are feeling about this Pittsburgh series. Do you all think 2 out of 3? Do you all think a sweep? Do you all think 1 out of 3? Let me know. Drop your predictions. Do apologize. I couldn't go live for the pregame today. It was a pretty busy day for me, but I'm here doing the pregame, so I'm happy to be here with all of you. Make sure you all drop your predictions. Again, drop your predictions for Max Fried today. Drop your predictions for the score. Who's hitting a home run today? Who's hitting a home run? Let me know who you think is hitting a home run. Let's talk about it. And what's for lunch, people, or dinner, wherever you may be. So let me say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Stephen B in the building. What's up? John the Beagle Dad. Jonathan, Nosebleed section. What is up? We have my boy, the Ace Avenue Chia. Shout out to the Ace Avenue. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy Ace. Does a really good job over there on his channel. We have Miss Susan in the building. What's up, Susan? Desiree. What's up, Desiree? How's it going? What's up? Making coffee. Yeah. I had some coffee this morning. I think I'm going to need some more. I might have to make some Turkish coffee. I'm going to have to make the strong stuff. Hey, we got my boy Nathan in the building. It's been a minute, bro. How are you, man? It's been a minute. I'm liking the new name, liking the new logo. Shout out to Nathan. You guys already know who Nathan is. Does a really good job of setting up meet and greets with different players. Gets us interviews with former us content creators for interviews. So it's always a good time. So real quick, Max Fried versus Mitch Keller. Do we think? I'll put a poll out there here in just momentarily. So here's Nosebleed sections, pitching prediction, 6 innings pitched, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, gives up 3 runs. I like it. 7-2 Yankees is what Nathan is saying. Try a Middle Eastern logo. What do you mean by that? Shout out to David Lopez joining us from Arizona. I'm not too far from you, bro. I'm in Colorado right now. Oh, man, restaurant. You should. And let me know what you think. Yes, Jacob, excellent question. What's up, man? So Jacob, to answer your question, Cody Bellinger had a stiff back, so he's getting a day off. His back was bothering him in last night's game, so he will not be in today's lineup. So yeah, no Cody Bellinger today, but it's all good. I think they're still gonna be fine. So, your outfield is going to be Dominguez, Judge, and Grisham. So that's what we got for the Yankees outfield. All right. Rice is hitting a homer. I dig it. Okay. Gunnar Henderson, Shua. You know what? I think he'll go. I'll say 2 for 3. I'll just say 2 for 3. How he gets that 2 for 3, I'll say he gets a couple of hits. We'll go a couple of hits. So 2 for 3. And Nathan's got 7 innings, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits. So a little similar to Nosebleed section. 5 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. We get 5 home runs as a team is what Beagle is saying. Okay. Okay, so Bellinger is available to pinch hit. That's cool. I mean, yeah, so it's a stiff back, so it just sounds like he might, he just probably strained it. I mean, these things happen. So As far as other Yankees news goes, with Scott Efros, as you all know, I don't know if you all heard, but he did have a setback in his rehab. So he's not going to be coming back anytime soon. But I mean, at this point, I'm not really surprised. I mean, Efros, if you all remember, he was acquired in a trade at the deadline in 2022, and he's barely pitched with the Yankees. I mean, I don't know how many innings he's pitched total. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't pitch over 3 innings. So he has he had a setback. He had a hamstring injury. So I mean, at this point, it's like, man, does he even belong on the team? Tyler Metzik, who had an oblique injury, is close to beginning a minor league rehab assignment, and he should be ready by the end of the month. And this was according to Aaron Boone. So Ian Hamilton, I believe, should be back for the Detroit Tigers series. So he should be coming back. Adam Ottavino was DFA today. He was designated for assignment. Devin Williams is back. So at least there's some good news there. So the Yankees are going to slowly but surely get their bullpen arms back. The bullpen is not 100% set. But at this point, once we get those reinforcements coming back, I think they're going to be. I think the bullpen will look a lot better than what it is right now. Although the Yankees are holding their own, they're 4-2 right now, so good record. I mean, the series against Arizona wasn't great, but at least they didn't get swept. Also, Luis Hill, folks, is 7 to 10 days away from starting a throwing program. This is also according to Aaron Boone. So Luis Hill will start to begin his rehab assignment, and hopefully we see him, sooner rather than later. But you gotta you certainly have to take your time with him. So that's some news right now, folks. While we're waiting for the game to start, the game should start here in the next 5 minutes. So, today's game is an early one. It's an early afternoon game. It looks like all the games against Pittsburgh are all going to be pretty early. So this could be good news, especially for my fans on the East Coast who probably can appreciate the game starting a little bit early. That way they can go to bed a little bit earlier, because I know when the games start at 7 o'clock out there in the East Coast, the games don't end until about 10:30, and I'm sure you're all worn out by then. But either way, hopefully the Yankees can get a win. Start off the series with a win. Max Fried versus Mitch Keller. And once they show the lineup, I'll go over the lineup, and y'all let me know what y'all are thinking with the lineup. And they're showing Pittsburgh here. Looks like a cool day in Pittsburgh. It's cloudy out there, so it doesn't look like it's raining, but it's definitely cloudy. No sunshine whatsoever. But let me know how you all are feeling today. What is going on? How's everybody's day going? Are you all happy it's Friday? Any weekend plans? Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. And like I said, I'm going to put a poll out, and I want everybody who's in here to vote in the poll. All right, so let's see what we got. Start a poll. Same old stuff. Taking a break from the treadmill. I'll walk instead of outside at dusk. Cool, man. Yeah, by all means, you gotta go out there, get your walk in, man. Get your walk in. This week I slowly got back into training, so just kind of made my way back. I took a month off. I just needed a break. It was felt burnt out. You know what I mean? So it's important for me to get back. But whenever I get back into training, I just slowly but surely like ease my way back into it. You know what I mean? Just so I can get my body acclimated again. What's up, Robert? What's going on? Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember you picked Judge to hit a home run. So yeah, walking is a great exercise. Yeah, always take care of your health, take care of your bodies. I'm a big advocate of that. And when it comes to health, that is always a priority. Always a priority. You got to take care of your health, physically, mentally, especially mentally. Mental health is, to me, it's really important. So, without having a stable mental health, you can't get a lot. A lot you can suffer. It does drain your energy. Just kind of speaking from experience. But we are back to the broadcast here. And again, they're showing Pittsburgh. It looks like an amazing city. And PNC Park, folks. I really want to go to PNC Park, man. That is a cool looking stadium. I really want to go to PNC Park. That ballpark looks awesome. So there's one year where I want to, go travel to different ballparks. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I've only been to the old Yankee Stadium, the new Yankee Stadium, Coors Field out here, and then and the old Shea Stadium where the Mets used to play. The Yankees are away. They're at PNC Park there, John. But the Pittsburgh Pirates are taking the field. And we have Mitch Keller taking the mound. And the New York Yankees starting lineup, folks. Ben Rice is leading off, and he's DHing. Aaron Judge batting second. He'll be playing right field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting third. He'll be playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt batting cleanup, folks, playing first base. Austin Wells is back at the dish. He'll be batting sixth. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Trent Grisham taking over at center field. And he'll be playing he'll be playing center field. And Oswaldo Cabrera batting ninth. And he will be playing third base today, folks. So let me know what you all are thinking about the lineup. Jumping around, got to say hi to people in the New York Ranting Rangers streaming. The Mets home opener. Gotcha. Yeah, short plane ride for you there, John. For sure. Well, let's go ahead and pull up the game cast here. Mitch Keller is warming up. So the Pirates defense, outfield is Tommy Pham, O'Neal Cruz, Andrew McCutchen, former New York Yankee Andrew McCutchen, and then the infield is Ke'Bryan Hayes, who's Charlie Hayes' son, IKF, playing shortstop, former New York Yankee Jared Triolo, Andy Rodriguez, Brian Reynolds is DHing. So I know the Pittsburgh Pirates, they have a 2-5 record right now. Let's see how they do in this series. The teams always try to bring their A game when it comes to the Yankees. I mean, they try to play their hardest. But the game is about to begin, and Ben Rice steps into the plate. And here we go. The first pitch to Ben Rice is a ball. The count is 1-0 to Ben Rice. Ben Rice has been hitting quite well this season. Right now, batting average is sitting at 375. The exit velo on his swings has been insane. It's been insane. Maybe I don't want to say insane, but it's been really good. Well, it's been really good. It's been in the hundreds as far as his exit velo goes. But it's a 2-0 count to Ben Rice. And here's the 2-0. And that is in there for a strike on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. The count now is 2 balls and 1 strike, folks. 2 balls and 1 strike. What's up, CeeLo? What's going on, man? So 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the pitch. And Ben Rice is on there with a single, a leadoff single for Ben Rice. And we have a man on first. Let's go. Let's go. And now we have the captain coming to the plate, Aaron Judge. who will be batting second in tonight's lineup. Home plate umpire Tom Hanahan. They're saying he is a pitcher-friendly umpire. So pitchers should get the calls that they want. And now we have Aaron Judge at the plate. We have a runner on first. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And we have ball one to Aaron Judge. So Ben Rice leads off the game with a single. We have a man on first. On the top of the first, 1-0 count, nobody out, folks. Mitch Keller gets the signal. He sets. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 to Aaron Judge. So 2 balls, no strikes. What's up, Dev? How's it going, man? What's going on? What's going on? Make sure you all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. But we have 2 balls and no strikes to Aaron Judge. Here's the 2-0. And that is in there for a strike on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Count now is 2 balls and 1 strike to the captain. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. is waiting on deck. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3-1 count to the captain. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And he walks him. So now we have 2 runners on base. We have runners on first and second. So the Yankees off to a good start so far. Now let's see if they can make the best of their opportunity. They have an opportunity here with 2 men on. Still nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr., folks, coming to the plate. Looks like they're saying it's 60 degrees out in Pittsburgh right now. So sounds like it's a nice day. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. And he takes a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is hitting .292 with 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, and an 1162 OPS. Here's the 1-0. And Jazz Chisholm lines that, and it is foul. So count now is 1 ball, 1 strike, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike. If we get to 50 likes on this live stream, people, if we get to 50 likes on this live stream while I'm live, I will buy a membership, and somebody will be the recipient of that membership. But it's a 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So we have runners on first and second, nobody out. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Mitch Keller sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And Jazz fouls it off. Count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is now even. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So first strikeout for Keller. I don't know about you all, but that pitch looked pretty low to me. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is not happy with that call. He was arguing with the umpire. Boone is not happy about it. We might see him get tossed. But yeah, that pitch was low. I don't know. That was a bad call. I did not like that call. But we have 1 out in the inning, folks, with Paul Goldschmidt at the plate, and he takes a ball. And they're showing the replay here on the strikeout. And yeah, it was well below the strike zone, folks, where that ball was caught. That was a bad call. If it was a strike, it'd be one thing. I would say, okay, you struck him out, but Goldschmidt takes a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt, who is batting .250 with 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and OPS of 798. What's up, Jacob? Are you referring to yourself as a punching bag? If so, then yeah, you have arrived. And Goldschmidt fouls that back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. Showing him in the dugout. And yeah, he was not happy with that call. It was a terrible call. Terrible call. But these things happen. That's why the ABS system is needed. But it's a 1-2 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. And back-to-back strikeouts for Mitch Keller. So 2 strikeouts so far for Mitch Keller. But the runners do advance. So we have runners on second and third. And let's see that pitch. I don't know. That one was slightly off the plate too. Yeah, this umpire is definitely pitcher friendly. But we have Austin Wells at the plate now. And swing and a miss by Austin Wells. Austin Wells right now through 5 games is batting .235, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and OPS of .997. Yeah, you can't challenge balls to strikes, but hopefully it becomes a thing starting in 2026. And the pitch to Wells is fouled. Count now quickly becomes 0-2. So Keller trying to get out of this inning clean. There's runners on second and third with 2 outs. It's an 0-2 count to Austin Wells. As Keller waits for the signal, gets the signal, he sets. Here's the pitch, and Wells fouls it off, so staying alive. Yeah, Ace, the umpire did kill a big inning. 2 bad calls, bro. 2 bad calls. 2 pitches that were clearly off the strike zone. Like I said, bro, the ABS system is needed. Absolutely needed. But here's the 0-2. And did he go? And third base umpire said he did not. All right, so at least there's somebody in the game making the right call. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. Yeah, Wells has to get on for sure. Wells has to get on. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch from Keller. And Austin Wells pops it up to left field. And play is made for out number 3. And we are heading to the bottom of the first. The Yankees have 1 hit, no runs, no errors. And they leave 2 men on base. But people, I know folks will probably say I'm being biased. If I have non-Yankees fans in here, they'll probably say that that those pitches weren't strikes, and they weren't. They were clearly off the strike zone. But here we go. But I guess it's going to be that kind of game. But we'll find out. But we're going to head to the bottom of the first. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully you're all enjoying your Friday. Let me know how you all are feeling. So there's 14 votes, and all of you have voted and said that Max Fried will record his first win. I dig it. I like the confidence, people. I like the confidence. So, yeah, it's time for Max Fried to do his stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of the game, though. These umpires, they're going to, sometimes they make the right calls, sometimes they don't. But, again, the ABS system needs to come back. What's up, Joe? How's it going? So Pittsburgh Pirates lineup, Brian Hayes, Brian Reynolds, O'Neill Cruz, Joey Bart is at the dish, Andrew McCutchen, Tommy Pham, Andy Rodriguez, Jared Triolo, IKF. So got a couple of former Yankee players in the lineup, and we got Charlie Hayes' son, Brian Hayes, in the lineup too. So, and Max Fried is on the mound. He is warming up right now. So his first outing, in my opinion, was a little bit of a rough one for Max Fried, but let's see how – but he still was able to pitch a good game. So let's see what he does in his second start. Hopefully he gets a win, and we are underway. And here's the first pitch, And it is in there for a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Count to Brian Hayes right now is 0-1. He has an OPS of 500, batting average of 208, no home runs, no RBIs. And Brian Hayes fouls that off. Count quickly becomes 0-2. Doing good, Joe. Doing good. How are you, man? Yankees defense, Dominguez, Grisham, Judge, Cabrera, Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt, Max Fried on the mound, Austin Wells at the dish. And count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. Or excuse me, to Brian Hayes. Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back. That was a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. I got to get some water in me. Get some of that H2O. Make sure you all are drinking plenty of water out there, too. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Hayes. Here's the pitch for Max Fried. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. I don't know who Max Reed is there, Joe, but I would say Max Fried, though. I'm pretty sure he's happy now to be in Atlanta. But here's the 2-2. And umpire called that one a ball. Interesting. So 3-2 count to Hayes, and we have Brian Reynolds waiting on deck. So it's a full count. And Hayes hits one to right field, and Judge makes a jump and play for out number 1. He hangs on to the ball. And we are hoping Judge is okay. He looks like he's all right. That was a little scary there. Yeah, Boone is out there just making sure he's good. Yeah, he caught the ball. He ran it. That was a nice play, though. Nice leaping play. Crashes into the wall with his hands. But he looks like I think he's okay. Yeah, let's hope Judge is not hurt. We don't need him getting hurt. But now we have Brian Reynolds at the plate, and he hits a grounder to Jazz Chisholm Jr., throws over to first base to Paul Goldschmidt for out number 2. And 2 quick outs for Max Fried. And he is 1 out away from getting out of this inning clean. And we have O'Neal Cruz coming to the plate right now, folks. And here we have O'Neal Cruz, a lefty versus lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Fried. And O'Neal Cruz pops one up. Trent Grisham right there to make the play for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the New York Yankees. And we are going to the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we will be right back, folks. So a clean inning for Max Fried. And we are going to the top of the second. Herman Munster. Oh, boy. You know, it's a good thing Aaron Judge is 6'7". The Mets are up 2-0 on the Blue Jays. All right. Mets are winning. I'll have to check and see other scores around Major League Baseball. Yeah, I'll try and do that in between commercial breaks. So looks like top of the 8th, Cubs and the Padres. The Cubs are winning 3-1. The Red Sox are beating St. Louis Cardinals 8-6. It's the bottom of the 7th. Mets are beating Toronto 2-0. 1-1 game right now in the bottom of the 1st between the Rockies and the Athletics. Seattle, San Francisco are about to start here soon. And then that's what we got so far, folks, as far as games go. So, looks like there was a game earlier. between the Tigers and the White Sox, and it looks like the Tigers beat the White Sox 7-4. So those are your scores, folks. Those are your scores. Yes, indeed. So let's see if the Yankees could get something going. Talking to the judge in the dugout there. I think the trainer's talking to him. Sounds like hopefully he's all right. Nothing's wrong with him. He's kind of stretching it out. And we have Anthony Volpe at the plate, and he takes a strike. So no balls, no strikes. So Volpe so far with 4 home runs, 978 OPS, 8 RBIs, batting average 208. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, and I still would be taller than you there, Jacob. 1 ball, 1 strike to Volpe, and Volpe fouls it back. The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they're showing the highlight of Judge catching the ball at Dodger Stadium 2 years ago. We don't need to be reminded. Thank you. And Anthony Volpe hits a grounder to the second baseman, throws over to first base for out number 1. It is not snowing where I am right now there, Jacob. So right now, Cody Bellinger has a stiff back. He's currently listed as day-to-day, according to the Yankees injury report here. It's snowing at the Rockies game, huh? And I'm not far away from Coors Field. So we might get a little bit of snow here soon. It's probably going to travel its way up here. And we have Trent Grisham at the plate. Now, so we have 1 out in the inning, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes now to Trent Grisham. Yeah, getting snow out here in Colorado is not unusual in the month of April or March. I've seen it. I've seen it snow here in May and September before. October is not uncommon either. But it's a 2-1 count to Grisham, and another bad call by the umpire. And I'm surprised he didn't call that one a strike, but we called it a ball. I'll take it. So 3-1 count to Trent Grisham. Jason Dominguez waiting on deck. Man, Brad, get better with your jokes. Your jokes suck. And Trent Grisham draws a walk, and we have the lead off batter on first base. And we have Jason Dominguez coming to the plate. 60 degrees in New York. Sounds like a nice day. Yeah, Susan? So Dominguez so far in 6 games, 1 home run, 1 RBI, an OPS of 798, batting average of 250. We have a runner on with 1 out, and Dominguez fouls it. So strike 1 to Dominguez. Dominguez hasn't looked too bad this season. He's starting off the season well. Let's see how he does in his rookie year. And Dominguez fouls it back again. The count now becomes 0-2, so no balls, 2 strikes, folks. Beautiful now, not sure about tomorrow for sure. I know next week in our area here, it's gonna warm back up, so it's gonna have a little bit of a spring type weather, maybe just a little summer preview. So no balls, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off. So 3 straight foul balls. Mitch Keller right now currently at 35 pitches. And New York Yankees so far have 22 home runs in 6 games this season. That is a Major League Baseball record, folks. Runner on first, one out, top of the second. 0-2 count to Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch. And there's a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dominguez. One-two count to Jason Dominguez. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. Let's see what happens here. So Keller sets. Here's the pitch. Dominguez fouls it off. So Dominguez making him work. So So 7 pitches so far thrown in this at-bat by Keller. Here's the pitch from Keller, and the count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. We have a runner on first with 1 out. 3-2 count to Dominguez. And here's the 3-2. Dominguez, base hit, goes into right field, and Grisham will stop at third, and it is a double for Jason Dominguez. Let's go. Second and third, 1 out. So, again, the Yankees creating another opportunity here. So they need to make the best of these types of opportunities. So let's see if they can get a couple of runs here. And Dominguez could run, guys and gals. Dominguez could run. Yeah, great at bat by Dominguez. Way to hang in there. So we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate now. And whoa, that almost got away from the catcher. So it's a 1-0 count. So far, Oswaldo Cabrera batting 200, 450 OPS, no home runs, no RBIs for Oswaldo Cabrera. The Yankees have runners on second and third. It is the top of the second. It's a 1-0 count with 1 out, people. Here's the 1-0. And Cabrera blooped into left center field, and Grisham will score. Dominguez will score, and Cabrera slides into second. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead on a double by Oswaldo Cabrera, a 1 out, 2 RBI double by Oswaldo Cabrera. The Yankees are on the board. They have a 2-0 lead. Let's give a round of applause. Yes. So good situational hitting here, folks. And good hustle by Oswaldo Cabrera to get to second base. So a couple of RBIs for Oswaldo Cabrera. The Yankees are on the board, and we are back to the top of the lineup with Ben Rice. And looks like he went around. And that is a strike. The count is 0-1. Ben Rice is 1 for 1 so far in today's game. He hit a single in his last at bat. Also had a stolen base. Doran, what's up, Doran? Nice to see you. Here's the 0-1. Count now, 1 ball, 1 strike, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike. How are you, Doran? So Ben Rice has reached base in 10 of 20 plate appearances this season. Those numbers are excellent. I'll take those numbers. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. We have a runner on second with 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead in the top of the second on a 2 RBI double by Oswaldo Cabrera. We have Aaron Judge waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Keller so far, folks, is at 46 pitches. Keller checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Ben Rice fouls it off. The count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Yeah, Friday's my favorite day of the week too there, Dorn. You and me both. You and me both. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ben Rice is ready to go. Mitch Keller, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Rice fouls it off. Still staying alive. So the Yankees bats are making Keller work, which is what we want. Try to get him out of the game early and go after their bullpen. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And did he go? He did not. And we have runners on first and second. So Ben Rice draws a walk. And now we have the captain coming to the plate. So the Yankees can still make the best of their opportunities here. Let's see what Aaron Judge does. In his last at bat, he did walk. So let's see what he does with his second at bat of the game. So Aaron Judge got a walk in the first inning and also stole a base. So we have runners on first and second, and they will take their lead off their bags. And Mitch Keller gets the signal. He sets. Here's the pitch to Judge, and it is in there for a strike on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Oh, 1 count to Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is no balls, 2 strikes. 96 miles per hour. One ball, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. We have runners on first and second with 1 out, top of the second, 1-2 count to Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Aaron Judge will strike out for the second out of the inning. And that is the 4th strikeout for Keller. So 4 strikeouts, 3 walks for Keller in today's game. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate, who struck out in his first at bat. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Keller, and Chisholm Jr. fouls it off, so no balls, 1 strike. Runners take their lead. We have 2 outs in the inning right now with runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Jazz Chisholm. It is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the pitch from Keller, and Chisholm fouls it. The count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Yankees have another opportunity here to put on more runs. And there's Jazz Chisholm Jr. calls time. Umpire grants it. Jazz is readjusting himself. Looks like he is ready to go. Here's the 1-2 count. Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And Chisholm pops it up in the infield, and Cabrian Hayes is there to make the play for out number 3, but the Yankees do put on 2. So you have 2 runs, 3 hits so far in today's game, and we are going to the bottom of the second. So a good inning by the New York Yankees. They made the opposing pitcher work. They made Keller work, so Keller's pitch count now is high. So we are going to the bottom of the second. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Cold Italian Pizza? What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? But a good second inning by the Yankees. Got a couple of runs on to get on the board, so they have a 2-0 lead. Let's see if Max Fried could have another 1-2-3 inning. So, and maintain that lead. But I hope you're all enjoying this broadcast so far. I do appreciate all of you tuning in. Let me know what you're all having for dinner tonight, folks. What are you all eating? What's for dinner? And I will step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. All right. And we are back to the game. They're showing city of Pittsburgh. And we have Bart at the plate. Here's the first pitch to Joey Bart, and it is in there for a strike on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. So no balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And that is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Bart. Max Fried waiting for a signal. Gets the signal. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Joey Bart. You're getting your S2 license in about a year when you get signed up. What is that supposed to be, Stephen B? Half a lamb in the smoker until tomorrow morning. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Doran. Eggplant parm, Joe. I dig it. And Joey Bart gets a single, hits it to left field, and the leadoff batter is on. So we have a runner on first with Andrew McCutchen coming to the plate. I keep showing the city of Pittsburgh. It looks awesome. I really want to visit there one day. Like I mentioned earlier in the show, I want to visit. I want to go travel around different ballparks. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But we have Andrew McCutchen at the plate, and he fouls on the first pitch. So far, McCutchen 250, batting 250, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, an OPS of 940. It's an 0-1 count to McCutchen. We have a runner on first in the bottom of the second with nobody out. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Doran says Pittsburgh is a really beautiful city in a valley, three rivers. Yeah, it looks that way. I've actually never been there. I love to go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to McCutchen. Yeah, McCutchen's still around. They said he was 30. What up, Rudy? He says, let's go, Yankees. Let's go, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. How are you? 2 balls, 1 strike to McCutchen. And McCutchen hits one to left field. And he's on there with a single. So we have runners on first and second. So the Pittsburgh Pirates trying to make a little bit of noise right now. So Fried giving the Pittsburgh bats some balls to hit. And we have Tommy Pham right now in 7 games. He has a .087 average with no home runs, no RBIs, 353 OPS. Here's the pitch from Fried, and it is a ball. So 1-0 count to Max Fried. Fried sets. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tommy Pham. One ball, 1 strike to Tommy Pham. We have runners on first and second with nobody out. And Fried steps off. He will reset. Here's the 1-1. Fouled. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. What's up, CT Cards? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tommy Pham. Fried checks second base. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder to Max Fried. He gets the out at first, but the runners do advance. So we have runners on second and third with 1 out now. So Pittsburgh still has an opportunity to make something happen here in this inning. And we have Endy Rodriguez at the plate. 125 batting average, no home runs, 1 RBI this season so far. And first pitch is in there for a strike to Rodriguez. Oh, and 1 count to Rodriguez. We have runners on second and third with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Fried, and it is fouled back. Count quickly becomes 0-2, so no balls, 2 strikes. So Fried still has not recorded a strikeout. Will he record his first strikeout here? It's an 0-2 count with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch, and it is high. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Good block by Wells. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Endy Rodriguez. We have runners on second and third with 1 out. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Fried. And he hits a grounder to third. Oswaldo Cabrera right there to make the play for out number 2. Runners stay put on second and third, so 2 outs. That was a big out right there. So he hits a slow little roller, or chopper rather, to Cabrera. And Cabrera, nice throw to Paul Goldschmidt for out number 2. So we have 2 outs in the inning now. And we have Triolo at the plate, who has a batting average of .77 right now, folks. .077. So here's the pitch. And Triolo pops it up. And who makes the final out there? It is Trent Grisham who makes the final out. And we are heading to the top of the third. Pittsburgh does get 2 hits in the inning, but no runs. And we are going to the top of the third. We are in a commercial break right now. So, yeah, Pittsburgh try to put a little bit of a scare. You know, they had a couple of runners on, but could not make anything with their opportunity. So, yeah, way to get out of a jam. No doubt about it there. Way to get out of a jam. So let's see what the Yankees can do in the top of the third. Let's see if they can get some more runs in. Again, folks, make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. While I'm live, if I get 50 likes while I'm live, I will buy a membership, and somebody will be the recipient of that membership. YouTube randomly picks, and that membership is good for 30 days. And it looks like the poll I put out there, 18 of you have voted, and all 18 of you are saying that Max Fried will record his first win. We are in a commercial break right now. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. So far, so good for the good guys. So, let's see if they can get some more runs on. Yeah, Mitch Keller right now start the inning. He's at 57 pitches so far. So the Yankees bats have been making him work. And we are back to the game. Alexander Canario taking over in left field for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate to start off the top of the third inning, and he takes a ball. So it's a 1-0 count to Paul Goldschmidt. He struck out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch from Keller, and that is in their first strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch from Keller, and Goldschmidt hits one. It is high, it is far, but outmade by the left fielder. So smacked that ball hard, but it looked like it was riding, but just not far enough. All right, the Mets are beating Toronto 4-0. Sweet. So Austin Wells is at the plate. He is 0 for 1. He flew out in the first inning. So 1 out in the top of the third. Here's the pitch to Wells, and it is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Austin Wells. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. And Austin Wells will hit a grounder to the second baseman. Throws over to first for out number 2. And the Yankees are 1 out away in the top of the third. And Anthony Volpe is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Keller right now is at 63 pitches. Pitch number 64 incoming. He sets. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that hits Volpe. And Volpe will take first base. Yeah, it looked like it bounced off his arm there. So Anthony Volpe gets hit by a pitch. Hopefully he's all right. But we have a runner on first now with Trent Grisham at the plate. And he drew a walk in his first at bat. Looks like Volpe is okay. Will Volpe get a steal here? Grisham has not stepped into the batter's box. Looks like he is ready to go. Keller is ready to go. Keller sets. Here's the pitch. Up the middle. IKF could not hold on, and runners are safe. So we have runners on first and second. Yeah, Grisham hit that ball hard. Yeah, IKF, he was able to not let the ball go into center field, but just could not secure it to make the play for the final out. So they do rule it a single. It's not an error on IKF. Understandable. But we have runners on first and second with Jason Dominguez at the plate. He hit a double in the second inning, and he scored a run. So let's see what the Martian does here, folks. Can he go 2 for 2? So 1 ball, no strikes to the Martian. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now to Dominguez. So 2 balls, no strikes. We have 2 outs in the inning in the top of the third. Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And Dominguez, broken bat, hits it to left field. And left fielder could not secure the ball. A run will score. And it is 3-0. We have runners on the corners. That's what I'm talking about. Yankees take a 3-0 lead. So Keller having a little bit of a rough inning right now. A round of applause for Jason Dominguez. Yankees. And we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate now, and he is 1 for 1 in today's game. And he will take a strike. So we have runners on first and third. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead, and it is 2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera had a 2-run single in his last at bat. And Cabrera fouls that back. The count is 0-2. Cabrera is down to his final strike in the inning. So we have runners on first and third with 2 outs. 0-2 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. Here's the pitch. And Cabrera fouls it off. Still staying alive. And we have Ben Rice waiting on deck, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. Mitch Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Keller throws over to first. Checks on Dominguez. So the Yankees have a 3-0 lead in the top of the third. We got runners on first and third with 2 outs. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera. Keller about to throw pitch number 78 here. And Cabrera pops one up. Does the left fielder make the play? It does not, but it is a foul ball. So Canario cannot make the play. Cabrera still staying alive. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Oswaldo Cabrera steps back into the batter's box, and he is ready to go. Mitch Keller is ready to go. And Cabrera gets a base hit, and Grisham will score. It is a 4-0 game now. So RBI single for Cabrera. So third RBI for Cabrera. So we have runners on the corners once again. And it is pitch 74 thrown by Mitch Keller. I know I screwed up on the number earlier, so I do apologize. So 74 pitches right now for Mitch Keller. The Yankees bats doing some work here. So we have Ben Rice at the plate now. Yankees have a 4-0 lead with 2 outs in the top of the third, and Ben Rice will take a ball. So 1-0 count to Ben Rice. Rice has singled, walked, and stole a base. So Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And that pitch is in there for a strike on a 78-mile-per-hour curveball. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Great base running by Jason Dominguez on that hit by Oswaldo Cabrera. He is fast. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. So Keller really struggling in this game right now. He just threw his 78th pitch. About to be pitch number 79. 3-1 count to Ben Rice. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Keller. And that'll release Cabrera. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Yankees have a 4-0 lead in the top of the third. We have 2 outs in the top of the third. It's a 3-2 count to Ben Rice. Here's the payoff. And Ben Rice hits a grounder right to the first baseman. He steps on the bag for out number 3. And we are heading to the bottom of the third. So, folks, how are we feeling about this game? How do we feel? Yankees bats looking good. Max Fried so far pitching a good game. So let's see what he does in the third inning. Stephen B says there's 19 likes. I don't know. I'm showing 21 on my end. You might have to refresh it. But we are in a commercial break, folks, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. Max Fried back on the mound. And he is pitching to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, former New York Yankee. It is a 1-ball, 1-strike count to IKF. Big swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to IKF. Will Max Fried record his first strikeout? All right, Jacob, next time I do a duck race, I'm going to make sure I skip your name. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You'll probably add a duck emoji. I'm going to be like, oh, sorry, Jacob. I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Jacob. Maybe next time. And there won't be a next time. Keep playing with me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And IKF fouls it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes still to Kiner-Falefa. IKF fouls it off again. He's still staying alive. Stephen B says he'd be the goose, NFE. He is a goose. Not a silly goose either, which is unfortunate. But 2 balls, 2 strikes to IKF. And IKF pops one up to the outfield. And Trent Grisham is right there to make the play for out number 1. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, it'd be easy to skip you. And we got my man, the Ace Avenue, dropping in, saying, hey, everybody hit the like and sub up to NFE. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed, please sub. Join in on the fun here. We have 1 out in the inning with Brian Hayes at the plate, and he takes a ball. So it's a 1 ball, no strike count to Brian Hayes. Max Fried so far at 35 pitches, about to throw pitch number 36. Another ball. So count now is 2 balls and no strikes. So 3 balls and no strikes now. So 3-0 count to Brian Hayes, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. He did fly out in the first inning. So 3-0 count to Hayes. Here's the 3-0. That is in there for a strike on a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. I agree, Stephen B. I agree. Here's the 3-1. And fouls it off. The count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Hayes. Yeah, I was saying before the Max Fried signing that the Yankees needed to get another pitcher in the rotation, assuming that, Nestor was still on the team, Garrett Cole was healthy. But here's the 3-2, and that one is hit hard. But Dominguez is there to make the play for out number 2. Round of applause for Jason Dominguez. Let's go. Let's give him a. He's making plays out there in left field. There we go. We're always going to clap for Jason Dominguez. And we have Bryan Reynolds coming to the plate now. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So the Yankees have 2 outs in the inning in the bottom of third. Nobody on. And Reynolds takes a ball. So 1-0 count to Reynolds. Yeah, Rodon, Cole, and Fried is nasty when they're healthy. You're right on that. And here's the 1-0. And Reynolds hits one. It is high. It is far. Dominguez going back, and it is gone. So the Pittsburgh Pirates are on the board with a solo home run for Bryan Reynolds. And the game now is 4-1. The score now is 4-1. Yeah, Dominguez definitely looking more comfortable in left field. He doesn't, he's not overthinking it, which is good. Had Cole and Hill not gone down, the Yankees would have a top 3. Oh, 100% there, Dorn. 100%. Luis Hill will begin his rehab here in the next 7 to 10 days. So I can't wait to see him back in the rotation. They do need him in the rotation. But we have 2 outs in the inning. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game, and he takes the ball. So the Pittsburgh Pirates now are on the board with a solo home run by Bryan Reynolds. So it's a 4-1 game now. Did he go? Yes, he did, third base umpire says. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Oh, he definitely went around. So 1 ball, 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Let's get that horn playing. Will Max Fried get his strikeout? His first strikeout of the game. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the third. The Yankees are leading 4-1. Here's the pitch from Fried, and it is a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Max Fried. Yeah. Well, there's going to be some free agent pitchers next season too there, Dorn. I think the Yankees should really explore. And here's the 2-2. Count now is 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to O'Neal Cruz. So Cole, Fried, Hill, Rodon, Schmidt, Warren, plus Stroman. I know Zach Gallen's going to be a free agent after the season. I think the Yankees should look into him. But here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So O'Neal Cruz will take first base. And Joey Bart is coming to the plate, and he is 1 for 1 in today's game. Yeah, Ken Reynolds did hit the crap out of that one. Most definitely. So there's a mound visit right now. They're going to talk with Max Fried. Yeah, so for anybody that is interested, just trying to find the stats here. Trying to see what the exit velo and how many feet that home run was. Not seeing. I'll check back here in a minute. But O'Neal Cruz takes the lead at first base. Max Fried checks him at first. And O'Neal Cruz takes off, and he does steal second base. So now we have a runner on second. And it is strike one to Bart. So it's an 0-1 count to Bart. A stolen base for O'Neill Cruz. And O'Neill Cruz he could definitely run. So 7 stolen base for O'Neill Cruz. He is 7 for 7 so far this season. So we have Joey Bart at the plate. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. That strike horn. Max Fried get his strikeout, his first strikeout of the game. 0-2 count to Bart. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. The count is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have a runner on second. In the bottom of the third, Yankees have a 4-1 lead. Max Fried, does he pick him off? No, he does not pick him off. Almost got him. O'Neill Cruz was able to get back on time. But nice attempt by Max Fried. That was fantastic. I thought he had him. He almost had him, but O'Neill Cruz was able to get back on time. Still a 1-2 count to Joey Bart. Here's the pitch. And Bart fouls it back. Yeah, the Yankees' pitching situation is going to be really different. Is going to be really interesting next offseason. So it'll be interesting what direction they go. And I could see Carrasco being let go as once Luis Hill gets back. He'll probably be the odd man out. Max Fried checks. O'Neill Cruz looks like he's Supermaning right now. That was pretty funny, but 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bart, and Bart fouls it. So Bart's still staying alive. That was an 80-mile-per-hour curveball. Max Fried right now at 53 pitches here in the bottom of the third. Will he get his first strikeout here? One, 2 count, runner on second. Swing and a miss. Boom! Struck him out. Now we are going to the top of the fourth. We are in a commercial break. So Yankees have a 4-1 lead. Yeah, Doran, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about Warren's options, so that was something I didn't think about. But I could see a scenario where they send Warren back down to the minors since he does have options. I mean, Carrasco did look good in his outing against Arizona, so that was encouraging to see. Will Warren actually looked good in his outing against Arizona too. But Yankees, yeah, they're gonna have to make some decisions. We probably wouldn't even be having this conversation if Cole and Hill were not hurt. But here we are. But yeah, Warren, if he gets sent back to AAA, I mean, no doubt he'll definitely get a lot of playing time down there. So Ken says the Pirates don't hit well, but they can run. A lot of speed and stolen bases. Yeah, they got some speedy guys on that team, no doubt. Carrasco could head to the pen. He could. The bullpen is going to be another interesting situation because once they get the reinforcements coming back, they're going to have to, make some moves. So, Ian Hamilton's going to be back, right? Jay Cousins at some point, he'll be back. JT Brewbreaker will be back. Devin Williams is back on the team. Scott Efros, I mean, he had a setback, but I mean, at this point, I don't even know if Scott Efros should even be on the team. Doran, I think he's totally earned a spot. Will Warren in the rotation. He showed great improvement. We saw that during spring training, but here we are back to the game with Aaron Judge, who will be leading the top of the fourth. Keller right now at 80 pitches, so this could very well be his last inning. So catcher's making sure his pitch comm is working, so there's a little bit of a delay in the game. The Yankees cannot afford to lose starting pitching depth at this point. No, they don't have the luxury to do so. Padres lost their first game of the day, or first game of the season. But we are back to the game. Here's the pitch to Judge. Swing and a miss for strike one. Aaron Judge is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 0-1. And Judge fouls it. So 0-2 count now to the captain. Judge calls time. Umpire grants it. Here's the 0-2. And Judge has been struck out. So Keller gets his fourth strikeout of the game. But we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate now, and he hits a grounder to the second baseman for out number 2. So 2 outs, 2 quick outs now in the top of the fourth, and we have Paul Goldschmidt coming up to the plate. And Paul Goldschmidt is second with most home runs versus the Pirates amongst active Major League Baseball players with 23. Eugenio Suarez has 26. Here's the pitch. Goldschmidt hits one to left field, and he will be on there for a single. A 2-out single for Paul Goldschmidt, and that will bring us Austin Wells, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, Luis Castillo. Question is, I mean, let's just say the Yankees, if they wanted to make that trade, I mean, would they want to take on that salary? I know they're trying to shed payroll there in Seattle. And Wells takes a strike. So we have a runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the fourth with Austin Wells at the plate. And it is no balls, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Here's the 0-1. Does that hit him? It does hit Austin Wells, and he will take first base. So we have 2 runners on, and they're checking to see if that ball did, in fact, hit Austin Wells. Oh, they're saying to review it. So Pittsburgh is challenging. So we will wait just a moment here. Yeah, that's also true, Dorn. But I want to. I'd be curious to see who else is out there besides Castillo. I mean, I know they're getting Cole's insurance money. I get that, but I still don't know if the Yankees want to take on that salary. So the call does stand. Austin Wells will take first base. Anthony Volpe is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. The runners have the Yankees have runners on first and second. And here we have Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch to Volpe, and it is in there for a strike. So Volpe is 0 for 1 in today's game. He was hit by a pitch in the third inning, and he did score a run. So Keller at 88 pitches right now. So we have runners on first and second. It's an 0-1 count. 2 outs now in the top of the fourth. Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And Volpe fouls it. And the count now is no balls, 2 strikes. And Wentz is warming up in the bullpen for the Pittsburgh Pirates, left-handed pitcher. Keller checks second base. Here's the pitch. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know, Dorn. Personally, me, I'd wait till free agency to see what pitchers are available because I know Zach Gallen is going to be a free agent. I would love for the Yankees to go after him, but that's just my personal opinion. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch, and Volpe bounces off the pitcher and it goes into center field. A run will score, and it is a 5-1 game. So we have runners on first and second once again. So a big hit from Anthony Volpe. It bounced off the pitcher's foot, off of Keller's foot, and it goes into center field. The Yankees have a 5-1 lead now. You would go for Michael King instead of Zach Gallen. I respect that. I like Michael King. I do like Michael King, but I don't know. I also like Zach Gallen too. But we have Trent Grisham now at the plate, and that ball is way outside. It is 1 ball, no strikes. So still 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. Grisham is 1 for 1 in today's game with a walk single and scored 2 runs. Here's the 1-0. Count now is 2-0, so 2 balls, no strikes. So Keller right now at 93 pitches. I'm sure he would be delighted to come back to the Yankees there, Dorn. Should the Yankees be interested. But here's the 2-0. Big swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. The Yankees have a 5-1 lead in the top of the fourth. So 2 outs in the inning right now, folks. So Trent Grisham steps out of the batter's box, steps back in. He is ready to go. Keller is ready to go. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off. Count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 95 pitches now for Mitch Keller. Pitch 96 incoming. So runners on first and second. Keller sets. Here's the pitch. And just missed. The count is now full, and the runners will go. So Tommy Pham, just so everybody knows, Tommy Pham did leave the game because of an illness. So that's why the substitution was in left field for them. And Trent Grisham does draw a walk. The bases are now loaded. And that will be it for Keller as he threw his 97th pitch. Yeah, the ownership is interesting right now in San Diego, but I mean, they seem to be playing well. But we are going to go to a commercial break as a pitching change is happening. But Yankees have a 5-1 lead in the top of the fourth. Mitch Keller has just been taken out of the game. So he's given up 8 hits, 5 earned runs, walked 4, struck out 4. So pretty rough game for him. And Joey Wentz is coming into the game for Keller. The bases are loaded when we get back. We have 2 outs in the top of the fourth. So TC Stills. TC Stills. What's up, TC? What's going on, bro? How are you? What's going on, TC? Yeah, another great opportunity for Dominguez. Let's see what he could do with the bases loaded. Imagine he hits a grand slam. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Dreamy Doran says that'd be awesome if he hits a grand slam. Yes, indeed. So everybody knows we are at 25 likes right now, so we are 25 away from 50. So if we get 50 likes, I'm buying a membership. If we get to 50 likes while I'm live, I am buying a membership. So we were kind of close yesterday. And we are back to the game. And Wentz is on the mound right now. So far this season, he's 0-1 record, 2.25 ERA with 4 innings pitched in 3 games. And here we have Jason Dominguez batting from the right side. And he takes the ball, so it's a 1-0 count to Jason Dominguez. Yeah, Stephen B, you might have to like refresh it. It does it for me too. And Dominguez fouls that back. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominguez with the bases loaded right now in the top of the fourth. Oh, and he gets hit. And that will score a run. Man, and the game is now 6-1. Man, it's just I guess today's the day for the Yankees batters to get hit. All right. You better come in with some extra padding there, boys. So Dominguez gets hit, but that does score a run. So it's a 6-1 game now for the New York Yankees. The bases are still loaded. We got Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate. He is 2 for 2 in today's game. He's batting from the right side. And he will take a ball. So it's a 1-0 count to Oswaldo Cabrera, who is 2 for 2 in today's game. So Cabrera having himself a good game. Two balls, no strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. It's been a very long top of the fourth inning, but I don't think y'all are complaining. I know I'm not. So 2 balls, no strikes. The bases are loaded. The Yankees have a 6-1 lead. It is 2 outs now in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Wentz. That is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, I always say a walk is just as good as a hit there, Doran. Here's the 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here we go. All right. 3 balls, 1 strike. And we have Ben Rice waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike. Oswaldo Cabrera thought it was ball 4. Home plate umpire says nope. And based on the replay, that looked like it was just slightly off the plate, but this umpire is very pitcher friendly. And he calls that one a ball. So another run will score. So Cabrera does walk. 7-1 game now, folks. So this has been a very long fourth inning, top of the fourth inning for the Pirates. They just can't seem to get out of it, but it's good news for the Yankees. So the bases are still loaded with 2 outs, and we have Ben Rice at the plate, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, I heard them booing at the stadium. I think I'm hearing fans saying "sell the team." It's a pretty disappointing game right now for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but we have an 0-1 count to Ben Rice. Here's the pitch from from Wentz, and it is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Here's the pitch, and Ben Rice hits that to right field. McCutchen makes the play there for out number 3. Ben Rice hit that ball hard to right field, but McCutchen makes a nice play for out number 3. But the Yankees do put on a few runs, and they have a 7-1 lead. We are going to the top of the fourth. Yeah, McCutchen definitely ran that one down. That ball was hit hard, but he made a good play there. So, but we are heading to the bottom of the fourth. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the play-by-play. Thank you all so much. I hope you're all having a great day. Hopefully you're all ready for the weekend. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Check around scores around Major League Baseball. The Mets are leading 5-0 in the bottom of the 8th against the Blue Jays. The Rockies and the Athletics are tied at 2 in the top of the 6th. Seattle Mariners and San Francisco Giants are tied up at 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. And those are your scores right now. And we have games later on today. You have the Diamondbacks and the Nationals at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Dodgers and the Phillies at 6:45. The Marlins and the Braves at 7:15. Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals both playing at 7:40. You also have Tampa Bay and Texas playing at 8:05. Cincinnati, Milwaukee playing at 8:10. The Guardians and Angels playing at 9:38. And that's what we got. So 13-9 score. Boston beats St. Louis. The Cubs beat San Diego 3-1. The Tigers beat the White Sox 7-4. And we are back to the game. They're showing the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. It's the bottom of the fourth. Andrew McCutchen at the plate, who made the final out in the top of the fourth. And it was a nice play that he made, but the first pitch to McCutchen is a ball. The count is 1-0. Max Fried back out there, about to throw pitch number 56. And that is in their first strike on a 72-mile-per-hour curveball. Count now is 1-1 to McCutchen. And McCutchen hits that to left field, and Dominguez could not make the play. And is a base hit for McCutchen. Yeah, 2 for 2 now for Andrew McCutchen. Oh, the ball, it bounced off the ground. I thought it bounced off his glove for a second there, the way it looked originally to me, but it bounced off the ground. But we have a runner on first with Canario at the plate, and he fouls it. So 0-1 count to Alexander Canario. I know we are only in the fourth inning. Can you believe it? Here's the 0-1 and foul back. So it's an 0-2 count to Canario. Does Max Fried get his second strikeout here? Oh, 2 count, runner on first. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Boom. One out in the inning, folks. So second strikeout for Max Fried. So we have a runner on first in the bottom of the fourth. So Max Fried has given up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 2. Max Fried sets. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Andy Rodriguez, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Max Fried get another strikeout here? It will be his 3rd strikeout if in the game if he does. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Max Fried, or to Andy Rodriguez. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Rodriguez. The count is even at 2-2. We have a runner on first, bottom of the fourth with 1 out. Max Fried sets, checks the runner at first, throws over. McCutchen will get back. Yankees have a 7-1 lead, and we have Jared Triolo waiting on deck now for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. Boom. So back-to-back strikeouts for Max Fried. And we have 2 outs in the inning now with a runner on first. And now we have Triolo at the plate, and he takes a strike. Count now is 0-1. Fried shakes off a pitch, says yes to the pitch. And it's grounded foul. It is an 0-2 count. Let's play that horn. Max Fried strike out the side. 0-2 count, runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball. So count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Max Fried get his 4th strikeout of the game? So we have 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Yankees have a 7-1 lead. Here's the pitch, and that is a ball. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes to Triolo. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Max Fried right now at 70 pitches. It's a 2-2 count to Triolo. Here's the 2-2. And he hits a grounder to Oswald Cabrera, throws over to first base for out number 3. And we are heading to the top of the 5th. How we feeling, folks? How we feeling? And I'm checking the kick chat right now. I see Laugh Daily in here and Mia Isabel. What's going on? Sorry, I haven't been checking the chat. I do apologize. I am streaming to Kick as well, folks. I'm streaming to Kick, YouTube, X, and Twitch. So if you are watching, I do greatly appreciate it. What's going on? What's going on? But how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling about this game? Yeah, it's only the end of the 4th. Yeah, I know. And pretty wild work. We're almost 2 hours into the game. What's up, Desiree? You just woke up? You passed out from the infusion. My roommate just got home and woke me up. It's still, yeah, it was a long 4th inning there, Desiree. A long 4th inning. And the Yankees have a 7-1 lead now. So that 4th inning was extremely long. But shout out to everybody that is tuning into the game. Oh, it is a nice score. I'm not complaining about the score either, but we are back to the game with Aaron Judge at the plate, who is 0 for 2 in today's game, and he takes a strike. Joey Wentz is on the mound. What up, Ray? What's going on, bro? Big swing and a miss on an 89-mile-per-hour cutter. So count now is no balls, 2 strikes. So we are in the top of the 5th. Aaron Judge is at the plate. Yankees have a 7-1 lead. 0-2 count to Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. And Judge hits a grounder to Hayes. Throws over to first for out number 1. So we have 1 out in the top of the 5th with Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming up to the plate. Yeah, well, Clay Holmes is no longer with the team. He's a Met. And here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr., who was 0 for 3 in today's game. A strikeout, pop out, and a ground out for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Can he get on base here, folks? Here's the pitch from Wentz, and it is a ball. The count is 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 1-0, and Jazz hits one to center field, and O'Neal Cruz will make the play for out number 2. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now 0 for 4 in today's game. Now we have Paul Goldschmidt coming up to the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Yankees still have a 7-1 lead. We have 2 outs in the inning with Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. He's ready to go. Joey Wentz is ready to go. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And Goldschmidt gets another hit. And is a single. So 2-out single by Paul Goldschmidt. Nice little hit to center field. And we have a runner on first base now. And now we have Austin Wells at the plate, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. And Wells fouls it off. So 0-1 count to Austin Wells. One count to Austin Wells. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. So no balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. We have 2 outs in the top of the 5th with a runner on first. Yankees have a 7-1 lead. What's up, Infernus? Jacob, your joke? Boo! Boo! But it's a 1-2 count to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. Wells fouls it. Still staying alive. What up, Infernus? How's it going, bro? What's going on, man? And Joe says, aside from Paul Goldschmidt, the middle of the lineup has done nothing and they're winning. Yeah, but everybody else is. And the count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Would I keep Rice at leadoff? I mean, right now he's looking good. Right now he's looking good from the leadoff spot. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Boone made a change. But Austin Wells has a 3-2 count to Austin Wells. And Paul Goldschmidt will go with 2 outs in the inning. You get your jokes from Brad? Oh, man. I don't know if Brad's listening in, but hopefully he responds to you. But here's the 3-2, and it is foul. So Austin Wells still staying alive. I'm down with Rice leading off as long as he's staying consistent like he is. I'm down with him staying lead off. He's been showing consistency so far this season, right? But it needs to stay that way. So it's a full count to Austin Wells. We have a runner on first. Here's the pitch. And Wells fouls it off, still staying alive, making Wentz work. You heard Michael Kay went on a rant about the fans chanting, yeah. I don't really care for it personally, man. It's like, whatever. The dude is a Met. I don't know why look, I can't tell anybody how to be a fan, but I'm over it. Whatever. He's a Met. That's it. It's done. It's over. And he struck him out. Wells thought that was ball 4. He wasn't happy with that call. But, this home plate umpire, though, I don't know. He's a piece of work. I'll just leave it at that. But we are in a commercial break right now. Ben Rice being the starting first baseman for 2026. Yeah, should they not go after a free agent? I could definitely see that. They think really highly of him. The organization does think highly of him. Where did this happen? What, the Soto chance? Yeah, this umpire is he's a piece of work. No, Doran, I'm not saying. Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're going to go after Vlad Jr. They'll definitely check in, but I highly, highly, highly doubt they will go after Vlad Jr. I doubt it. Highly doubt that. I don't know, when I've been tuning in, when I've been doing the play-by-plays for the Yankees games, I heard it through the TV of the fans doing the F Soto chants. I don't know. I think it's stupid. It's like there's really no need for it. It's you need to get over it. He's a Met now. He's going to be there for the next 15 years. It's done. It's over. Who cares? Forget him. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be he'll get a payday. It's going to be a payday for him, no doubt. It is, man. It's just like, dude, it's all right. He made his decision, whatever. It's his life, not yours. But here we are back to the game. And Max Fried pitches to IKF in this inning. And it is an 0-1 count to Kiner Falefa. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls it back. So 0-2 count now to IKF. Does Max Fried get his 4th strikeout of the game? Here's the 0-2. And IKF will make it to first base safely. A play will not be made. So the leadoff batter is on with Brian Hayes coming to the plate. Yeah, no, when everything is all said and done, I mean, that contract is going to be $810 million for Juan Soto. I mean, that's a lot of money for an athlete. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Soto, great player, but I mean, would you have paid that kind of money? I'll ask you all. But we have a runner on first with Hayes at the plate, and he takes a strike on a 75-mile-per-hour curveball. Yeah, that contract is horrible for baseball. Yeah, good for him, but not for the Yankees, right, Beagle? Here's the 0-1, and that is a ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike for Brian Hayes. So we are in the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees have a 7-1 lead. We have a runner on first. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Hayes. Here's a pitch. And that is in the dirt. Oh, that hit him. All right. Well, wait a second. Did it hit him? I mean, he's running. Boone is saying, wait, looks like, yeah, let's see the replay here. Yeah, got his back foot. All right, so hit by pitch. So we have 2 runners on base now. So runners on first and second. But Brian Hayes is running back. So what's going on here? They're saying it hit the back of his foot. The replay, you can't really tell. So it looks like it didn't hit his foot. All right. Well, it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, Judge's contract is friendly. Two balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Hayes. They're showing the replay here. Oh, the ball actually did hit him in the foot. So once again, umpire making mistakes. But it worked out in the Yankees' favor. But here's a 3-1. And Hayes pops one up. And Trent Grisham is there to make the play for out number 1 and throws to second base. And we still have a runner on first with 1 out. So we have 1 out in the inning with Brian Reynolds at the plate. He put the Pirates on the board with a solo home run, and it is strike 1 to Brian Reynolds. Yeah, well, when he turned down $440 million, I mean, shoot, he bet on himself, and it paid off for him, and it paid off big time. You know, so again, good for Soto. Good for Soto for what he did. I'm not hating on what he did. Oh, and there's a pickoff, and they got IKF running, and they do get out IKF. Great job by Max Fried. And great job to the infielders for getting IKF out of there. So out number 2, folks. Susan says she's no Met fan, but she thinks Lindor should be the face of the Mets. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be differing opinions on that. But we're back to the game, and we have Reynolds still at the plate, and he takes a ball. So it's a 1-1 count to Brian Reynolds. And I believe I hear the fans yelling, "Sell the team." And these fans are not happy with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and rightfully so. Oh, he is for $800 million. You know he's going to be the face of the Mets, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to be the face of the team, you know. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Reynolds. And they're showing the record for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the last 5 years. And those records are not pretty. And swing and a miss. Boom. So strikeout for Max Fried. There we go. And we are going to the top of the 6th. Max Fried pitching a good game. He has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, only gave up a run, and he has pitched 5 innings. So we are in a commercial break right now, folks. Yeah, like I said, I'm over the Juan Soto stuff. It's what's done is done. It's over. You know, so But the Yankees have a 7-1 lead, and we are going to the top of the 6th. We're officially 2 hours into the game. We're officially over 2 hours into the live stream. I appreciate everybody hanging out. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much. Let's check and see how many likes we have on the channel or on the live stream. So we have 30 likes on the live stream, people. So 20 more likes. If we could get 20 more likes while I'm live, I will buy a membership. So let's get to those. Let's get to that 50 likes. So if there's 20 people out there that haven't liked it yet, so Freddie Freeman has been placed on the 10-day IL. Cincinnati Reds lost 3 straight games, 1-0. First MLB team since 1960. Gunnar Henderson has been activated for the Baltimore Orioles. That's the news around Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, Freeman fell in the shower. That's pretty funny to me. I'm sorry. But Anthony Volpe's at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Wentz is still pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. We are in the top of the 6th. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And just missed. I honestly expected the umpire to call that one a strike, but it is 3 balls and 1 strike now. Furnace, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. And Volpe fouls it back. The count now is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Wentz right now has thrown 34 pitches. Here's the pitch. And Volpe gets a single here, hits the ball to center field. And he is on there with his single. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. So leadoff runner on first with Trent Grisham coming to the plate. And Trent Grisham is 1 for 1 in today's game. Yankees next offseason have 2 paths they could take. One is to go with the youth in the offense, bringing up Lombard and Jones. Yeah, I mean, here's an opportunity for, the Yankees to play more of their youth. And Hal Steinbrenner has said that he wants to utilize the farm more. So the Yankees could go that route, and a lot of fans would get what they want. There's been a lot of complaints from Yankees fans about the Yankees not utilizing their youth. So they might actually get what they want here. Trent Grisham is at the plate now, and it's a 1-1 count to Trent Grisham. We have nobody out with a runner on first. Top of the 6th, folks. Joey Wentz sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dorian, I think it's going to be a combination of both, honestly. Yeah, there's Lombard. You can't put Lombard anywhere right now, and I don't know. I think he's about 2 years away from coming to the majors for George Lombard Jr. I like what I've seen from him though. He's fantastic. And Trent Grisham fouls that away. It's still a 1-2 count to Trent Grisham. Do I think he's ready? I don't know if he's ready yet. Yankees 7 through 9 hitters, by the way, folks, are 5 for 5. So bottom of the order, killing it right now. Here's the 1-2 count now, even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like I said, I think George Lombard Jr. is 2 years away. I think he's a couple years away because how old is he? Isn't he? He's like what, 19 years old right now? And Anthony Volpe does take off, and he is caught stealing. So we have 1 out in the inning now. Yeah, Volpe definitely got picked off. So pick off last inning, pick off in this inning. So Yankees got 1, the Pirates got 1. Kind of rolled in there to IKF, but we have 1 out in the inning right now. So 2-2 count to Trent Grisham. Here's the 2-2. And foul ball off of Bart's mask. He's a little dazed right now. Yeah, Lombard is 19, and Brad is saying it's going to be his age 20 season. I got you. He did handle himself nicely in spring training. I mean, he looked really good. I'm really, really excited for George Lombard Jr. He's definitely an untouchable for the Yankees. Yankees are not looking to trade him away at all. But it's a 2-2 count to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. So it's a strikeout. Grisham now 1 for 2 in today's game. So we have 2 outs in the inning. So we have 2 outs in the inning with Dominguez at the plate. He is 2 for 2 in today's game with a double, single, a run, and 2 RBIs. So Dominguez looking really good. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Jason Dominguez. Yankees have a 7-1 lead in the top of the 6th. We have 2 outs. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Wentz. Fouled off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Joey Bart walking it off. He got hit by the ball again on the foul ball. Yeah, Doran. The Yankees are in an interesting situation. We'll see what the team. We got to worry about 2025 first, but it'll be interesting to see what 2026 looks like for them. Well, we have a 1-2 count to Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch, and did he go? And yes, he did, and he struck him out for out number 3. We are moving to the bottom of the 6th, and we are in a commercial break. And on that note, I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back to the game. Max Fried still in the game. So it's a 1-1 count to O'Neal Cruz. We are in the bottom of the sixth. The Yankees have a 7-1 lead. Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to O'Neal Cruz. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike on an 87-mile-per-hour cutter. So 2-2 count to O'Neal Cruz. Can Max Fried get his 6th strikeout or 5th strikeout of the game? Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Boom. So that's the 5th strikeout for Max Fried. So Joey Bart's at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. We have 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Count now is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And look at that beautiful view of PNC Park, folks. I'm going to visit that stadium one day. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Joey Bart. And they have former Yankee Tim Mesa warming up in the bullpen. Another lefty arm. And he fouls that off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Does Max Fried get strikeout number 6 here? He is currently at 92 pitches. This will definitely be his last inning. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out. Boom! Back-to-back strikeouts for Max Fried. So strikeout number 6 for Max Fried. Max Fried pitched in a really good game today. And now we have Andrew McCutchen at the plate, and he is 2 for 2 in today's game. First pitch, in there for a strike. So 0-1 count to Andrew McCutchen. Max Fried right now at 94 pitches. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andrew McCutchen. Good numbers for Munguia there, Doran. Thanks for sharing that. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike to McCutchen. Two balls, 1 strike to McCutchen. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Played that horn. Can Max Fried get the strikeout here? And McCutchen hits it to third. And Oswald Cabrera tried to barehand the ball, but could not barehand it. And McCutchen is at first base now. So McCutchen 3 for 3 in today's game. And that'll do it for Max Fried. And Canario Rodriguez and Triolo are due up, and we have a pitching change. So commercial break we go. Max Fried pitched a good game. I overall looked really good. Only gave up the 1 run. He struck out 6, walked 1, gave up the solo homer to Brian Reynolds. So overall, it was a really good game. How do we feel about Max Fried's performance? My fault here. That's the score. I took off the game cast, but the score is 7-1. And we got Benito in the chat. He says, I'm in Pittsburgh and the stadium is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a little jealous right now. The city's starving for a good team. If you ever come to Pittsburgh, make sure you step in at the Roberto Clemente Museum. Okay, good to know. You might be right, but wasn't Matt Holliday's son? Oh, y'all are still talking minors there. Let's check the other comments. Yeah, Fried is not a concern at all. I like Max Fried. CT Cart says fire Boone. Yeah, you and everybody else. Yeah, I think it was just some jitters, for Max Fried. New team, never pitched in the American League, so it's a whole new experience. And Susan, they're showing the hockey jersey night for the Yankees on April 25th. How many fights do we see, Susan? Over under 5. What are we thinking? And we have Fernando Cruz on the mound, the filthy Fernando Cruz. And he is going to face Canario now. And here's Fernando Cruz. First pitch is a ball. So we do have a runner on first, and Max Fried is responsible for that runner. So 1-0 count to Canario, and he fouls it back. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Alexander Canario, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Canario. It's the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees are up 7-1. They have a 6-run lead against the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Let's play that horn. Who's going to strike out here, folks? Two outs. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boom. And we are heading to the top of the 7th, folks. Now the game is moving along a little quicker after that very long 4th inning. You could sign me up too. You could sign me up all friggin' day there, Doran, with that performance. But I will take it, Bo. We are currently in a commercial break, and I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. Former Yankee Tim Mayza on the mound, and Oswaldo Cabrera is at the plate. He is 2 for 2 in today's game, and it's a 1-1 count now to Oswaldo Cabrera. What's up, William? And there's a base hit for Oswaldo Cabrera, and he is 3 for 3 in today's game. So Oswaldo Cabrera having himself a day. So we have a runner on first in the top of the 7th. PNC Park, pretty quiet right now. So Ben Rice, 1 for 3 in today's game. We have a runner on first, and he takes a strike. We have a little lefty versus lefty matchup right now. And shout out to the folks on X, Twitch, and Kick checking out the live stream. I appreciate you all. And shout out to all you folks on YouTube as well. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you all head over to the YouTube page and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. What up, Li? How's it going, bro? So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. We have a runner on first. It is the top of the 7th. The Yankees have a 7-1 lead. Tim Mayza is on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, Susan, I'm liking everything that they're doing in this game. And Ben Rice hits a grounder. They have an opportunity to turn 2. There's 1, and double play does not happen. Ben Rice is safe at first base, so they do get the runner out at second, and Ben Rice will stay at first base. They probably would have had the double. They could have potentially had the double play if Brian Hayes threw the ball over to the second baseman, but worked out in the Yankees' favor. And Ben Rice does beat out the run. And now we have Aaron Judge at the plate, and he hits one. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A 2-run shot by the captain, Aaron Judge. All rise for the captain. Yankees have a 9-1 lead now. Let's go. Play that, Tyron. That is Aaron Judge, home run of the season. 403 feet. 106.7 exit velo, folks. The Yankees have a 9-1 lead. Just adding on more runs. So Aaron Judge 1 for 4 now in today's game. That was a 2-run shot by the captain. We have 1 out in the inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate now. He is 0 for 4 in today's game. Can he get a hit? So the Yankees smashing in today's game, folks. What is that? Home run number 23 as a team for the Yankees. Judge has 6 home runs by himself. The Pittsburgh Pirates have hit 5 as a team. Touche, Judge. Touche. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So the Yankees have a 9-1 lead on a Aaron Judge 2-run shot. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps out of the batter's box. Mesa sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So 0 for 5 game for Jazz Chisholm Jr. We have 2 outs in the inning now with Paul Goldschmidt coming to the plate. 321 home runs in 1,000 career games for the captain, folks. Williams says he bets that Aaron Judge will break Barry Bonds' single season record. I guess we'll find out, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate, who is 2 for 4 in today's game. It's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Volpe hits a grounder to Mesa, throws over to first. Or not Volpe, Goldschmidt. I'm all over the place with names today, aren't I? But the Yankees do put up 2 on a 2-run shot by the captain, Aaron Judge. It's a 9-1 game. We are heading to the bottom of the 7th. It is the 7th inning stretch. So get up and stretch. Get up and get your snacks. Go get your water. Get your soda. And we'll come right back.
Strike zone says, how about that Aaron Judge? Look at me now. Right there. There's an hole.
All right, and we are back in the game. We have Fernando Cruz back on the mound, pitching to Andy Rodriguez. It's an 0-1 count to Rodriguez. Here's the 0-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rodriguez. Here's the 1-1. And Rodriguez hits that and is off the wall. And it's a leadoff double for Andy Rodriguez. So leadoff double for Andy Rodriguez. Triolo coming to the plate. It is the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees have a 9-1 lead. Aaron Judge, first player in MLB history with 6 home runs and 17 RBIs in team's first 7 games of the season. Yeah, Aaron Judge is just he's unreal. He's just unreal. The count to Triolo is no balls, one strike. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. So count is 0-2. Can Cruz get a strikeout here to record the first out? Here's the 0-2. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yankees absolutely smashing in this game today. Offense, the bats have been on point. Max Fried was on point. Overall, a really, really good game for the New York Yankees. So we got a runner on second with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Triolo, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Boom. And Cruz gets another strikeout here. So we have 1 out in the inning now. With IKF coming to the plate, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. And IKF takes the ball. So IKF, again, 1 for 2 in today's game. We have a runner on second with 1 out, bottom of the 7th, folks. Cruz checks second base. Here's the pitch. And IKF hits that into center field, and that ball will drop. Jazz Chisholm Jr. cannot make the play. The runner will stop at third. So we have runners on the corners. So we have runners on first and third with 1 out now. Nice hit by IKF. And we have Brian Hayes at the plate, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. Matt Blake coming out to have a little chit-chat with Cruz. So far, folks, just so everybody knows, this live stream is at 35 likes. If we could get 15 more likes while we're live, I will purchase a membership, and somebody will be the lucky recipient of that membership. The Yankees have Brent Hedrick warming up in the bullpen right now. And we are back to the game. And Hayes rips that, and it is a 3-run home run by Brian Hayes. It is a 3-run shot, and it is a 9-4 game now. So the Yankees now have a 5-run lead instead of an 8-run lead. So that was 96.6 exit velo. It was 346 feet. So not what we wanted, but they still have a 5-run lead. Yeah, it was a pitch that was hung up in the middle, and it was a perfect ball to hit, man. So it's a 9-4 lead now. So Cruz clearly not happy about it. So Aaron Boone is coming to the mound, and there will be a pitching change. Yes, William DeSico, Devin Williams is back from paternity. He was on the paternity list. He is back, so he is available to pitch if needed. And the Yankees did DFA Adam Ottavino after signing him. He was only on the team for like a couple of days. So, but we do have a pitching change, and we are in a commercial break right now, folks. It is the bottom of the seventh. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. It was a 3-run shot hit by Brian Hayes. So Jared Brown, what is going on? He says, yo, what up? My Red Sox won today, and I was at the game today, and your boy Chapman saved us. Well, he ain't my boy no more. He's your boy now, not mine. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. And like I said, if I get 50 likes on this live stream, I will buy a membership. I'm at 35 likes right now, folks. 35 likes. Can we get to 50? Let's see heart attack, Holmes. Gotta love him. Yeah, let's see the scores. So 3-3 Athletics and Rockies in the bottom of the ninth. Can the Rockies pull off a win? 7-6 games. Seattle's beating San Fran. Let's check more of the scores here. 4 home runs. That's cool, Jared. Looks like Dodgers and Phillies game started, so that should be a fun game. But we are back to the game here. Well, we have Brent Hedrick in the game right now, who's pitched in 2 games thus far, has 3 strikeouts, no walks, in 1 2/3 inning pitched. It's a 1-1 pitch to Brian Reynolds, and he takes a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. He hit a solo home run earlier in the game today that put the Pittsburgh Pirates on the board. Reynolds fouls it off. Count is 1-2 still. So we have 1 out in the inning. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. Brian Hayes hit a 3-run shot off of Fernando Cruz. And Brian Reynolds has struck out. We have 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th, and O'Neal Cruz coming to the plate. So we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. It's an 0-1 count to O'Neal Cruz. Here's the second pitch to O'Neal Cruz. It is a ball. The count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. Yankees have a 9-4 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Let's get that 2-strike horn playing. Can Hedrick get a strikeout to close out the inning? Let's go. O'Neal Cruz steps back into the box. He's ready to go. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to O'Neal Cruz. Two count, 2 outs. Did he check any check swing? Did he go? They're saying no. So 3 ball, 2 strikes. So it is a full count. Here's the pitch, and it's a check swing back to Hedrick, who throws over to first for out number 3. And we are heading to the top of the 8th, folks. But Brian Hayes hits a 3-run home run, and it is a 9-4 game now. So game slowly winding down here, folks. Yankees have an opportunity to make their season 5-2. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. It does mean a lot to me. So everybody on YouTube, X, Kick, and Twitch. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot the name, but thank you all for tuning in. But it is an 9-4 game right now. Let's check the scores around Major League Baseball while we're in the commercial break. So extra innings for the Athletics and the Rockies, it's 3-3. Seattle beating San Fran 8-6. They're going to the bottom of the 6th. Washington beating Arizona 1-0, bottom of the 1st. Dodgers and Philadelphia Phillies just started, bottom of the 1st. It's a 0-0 game. Miami Atlanta about to start. Baltimore Orioles and Royals starting later. Tampa Bay, Texas, starting a little later. Cincinnati, Milwaukee will take place. The Guardians and Angels will take place. And that's what we have, folks. That's what we got right now. So we are going to the top of the 8th. So Yankees have a 3-game set with the Pirates. After that, they will travel to Detroit, have a 3-game series there. They have a day off next Thursday, and then they will host the San Francisco Giants on next Friday at Yankee Stadium. So this is the first road trip of the season for the New York Yankees. We are back to the game. We have Austin Wells at the plate. Tim Meza is back on the mound. And Austin Wells takes a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. Count is 0-1 to Austin Wells with Anthony Volpe waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Wells hits that, foul. So count is quickly 0-2 to Austin Wells. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. It's an 0-2 count to Austin Wells. We are in the top of the 8th. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. Here's the 0-2. Wells, high fly ball to left field, and Yariel makes the play for out number 1. Wells is now 0 for 4 in today's game. What's up, CT Cards? You're back again. What's up, man? Anthony Volpe is 2 for 3 in today's game. He's having himself a good game right now against the Pirates. Here's the pitch for Meza, and that is in their first strike. Count is 0-1. We have 1 out in the top of the 8th. Here's the 0-1. And just misses. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. And we have Trent Grisham waiting on deck. And just missed. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Mesa sets. Here's the pitch. Volpe fouls it. Still staying alive. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Volpe hits that, and it is foul. So still staying alive. And the fans are just running each other over for a baseball. That was funny. Here's the pitch. 3-2 count now to Anthony Volpe. That was pitch number 7 in this at-bat. So Volpe battling well against Tim Mesa. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Here's the payoff. And Volpe hits that to the outfield, and it will drop. O'Neal Cruz is right there to throw the ball in, and Volpe is on there with a stand-up double. So leadoff double for Anthony Volpe in the 8th inning with Trent Grisham coming to the plate. Anthony Volpe having himself a great game today, folks. This is the Anthony Volpe that I want to see all season. This is what I want. He needs a big breakout year, people. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. But we have Trent Grisham at the plate now. So a 1-out double by Anthony Volpe. So we got a runner on second. Grisham shows bunt. And it is ball 1 for Trent Grisham. So Grisham is 1 for 2. He has 2 walks, a single, and scored 2 runs. So 1 ball, no strikes to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch from Mesa. And that is called a strike. The count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tim Mesa. Ace is saying Volpe almost had a homer off of protecting the plate, sticking the bat out there hit. Yeah, I know. That was pretty. That was pretty. I must have missed a strikeout. Huh. Whoa. All right. It's reading Ace's comment. I look up and Grisham's out. But we have 2 outs in the inning now. And we have Jason Dominguez, who is 2 for 3 in today's game. So 2 balls, no strikes to Jason Dominguez. We got a runner on second with 2 outs. Yankees have a 9-4 lead. And Dominguez hits a grounder to IKF and throws over to first base for out number 3. And we are moving to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees are up 9-4. Game slowly winding down. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. And we are over 3 hours into the live stream, people. 3 hours into the live stream. Guys and gals are the best for hanging out, for hanging strong. I like it. So we currently have 36 likes. So 14 more, people. If we get 14 more while we're live, I will buy a membership. And shout out to everybody on YouTube, X, Twitch, and Kick. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for interacting. Hopefully you're all enjoying the game and enjoying the broadcast. Yeah. So let's see if there's any updates with the MLB scores. Just checking the TV, making sure we're not back to the game yet. So bottom of the 10th, runners on the corners, first and third for the Rockies and Athletics. They're tied up at 3. Seattle's up 8-7 against San Francisco in the bottom of the 6th. Washington Nationals are up 3-1. The Phillies have a 1-0 lead right now, and it's the top of the 2nd against the Dodgers. The Marlins and the Braves are about to start here shortly. And then Orioles-Royals starting in less than 40 minutes. Tampa Bay, Texas starting in about an hour, but we're going to the bottom of the 8th, and we are back. And Hedrick is on the mound, and we have Joey Bart, who is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Thank you, John. It's a 1-0 count, 2-0 count now to Joey Bart. Here's the 2-0. Big swing and a miss by Bart. So count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Appreciate you, John. Thank you so much. Count now is 3 balls and 1 strike to Joey Bart. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. And he walks Joey Bart, and we have the leadoff runner at first base with Andrew McCutchen coming to the plate, and McCutchen having himself a game. He is 3 for 3 in today's game. No doubt about it, John. No doubt about it, man. Try to follow all the Yankee content creators, you know? McCutchen takes a strike. So 0-1 count to McCutchen. So we have a runner on first, bottom of the 8th. It's a 9-4 game. And strike 2 for Andrew McCutchen. Can Hedrick get a strikeout here? And batter calls time. So we have a runner on first with nobody out. 0-2 count to Andrew McCutchen. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. And McCutchen fouls it back. So still 0-2 count. And Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen. The count is no balls, 2 strikes to Andrew McCutchen. Here's the pitch. And McCutchen hits the grounder to Volpe. They have an opportunity for a double play, and they do get the double play here. So 2 outs in the inning. Round of applause. Nicely done. Nicely done. Good job. So nice double play turn by the Yankees. So it looks like they are challenging it. Did he beat out the throw? Ooh. Now that they put it in slow-mo, it's really close. It's really close. Based on that angle, I mean, it looked like McCutchen beat it out, but it is under review. So let's see what they say. They definitely got the runner out on second. There's no doubt there. Okay, so the double play has been overturned. So they do get the runner out at second. And McCutchen is, in fact, he is safe. He did beat out the throw, but barely. So we have one out in the inning with a runner on first. So that brings up Canario to the plate, and he takes the ball. So it's a 1-0 count. Yeah, I mean, they overturned it. They reviewed it. It got overturned. The count to Canario is 1-1, and he is 0 for 2 in today's game. PNC Park looking pretty empty behind home plate, at least. Can't speak for the rest of the stadium, and it's a swing and a miss by Canario. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Can Hedrick get a strikeout here to make it 2 outs? Here's the pitch. And that's driven out to right field. Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 2. McCutchen will run back to first. Good play made by Aaron Judge. So we have 2 outs in the inning now with a runner on first. Yeah, Tiffany, it was close, but based on how based on that that last replay, it looked like McCutchen just barely beat it out. But we have Rodriguez at the plate, and he swings and misses on an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Rodriguez. So no balls, 2 strikes. We have 1 out or 2 outs with a runner on first base, bottom of the 8th. Can Hedrick get a strikeout here? Here's the pitch, and he struck him out. Oh! So the Yankees are 3 outs away from securing a win. They are going to the top of the 4th. They have a 9-4 lead. How do we feel about this game, folks? But we are in a commercial break. Yankees have a 9-4 lead. So we are right now, folks, we are right now at 38 likes. I do appreciate it. We have 12 more likes to go. If we get to 50, I will buy a membership. So if there's 12 people out there that are watching this and you didn't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If we get to 50 while we're live, I will buy a membership. So but we're in a commercial break right now. Let's check some scores here real quick. What do we got for scores? So top of the 11th for the Oakland A's and Colorado Rockies. They are tied up at 3. Top of the 7th, Seattle and San Fran. 8-8 game. Washington and Arizona going to the top of the 3rd. It's a 3-1 game. The Nationals are winning. Bottom of the 2nd, the Phillies are beating the Dodgers 1-0. Braves and Marlins starting here soon. And we are back to the game. Justin Lawrence, new pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, pitching in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch from Lawrence. First pitch is a ball on a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. So 1-0 count to Cabrera. And Cabrera swings and misses. That is strike 1. So 1-1 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera. We are in the top of the 9th. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Almost hit Cabrera, but Cabrera having himself a great game. He is 3 for 3 in today's game. And here we have Justin Lawrence, who sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out on an 84-mile-per-hour sweeper. I like this stuff from Justin Lawrence. I'm not going to lie. I like his sidearm pitches. But we have 1 out in the inning. And we have Ben Rice leading off, who is 1 for 4 in today's game. And he takes a ball. Third base umpire said he did not go. One over to Rice. And he takes a strike. The count now is 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice. We have 1 out in the top of the 9th. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. And it is raining in Pittsburgh right now. And Ben Rice draws a walk. So we have a 1-out walk with Aaron Judge coming to the plate. He hit a 3-run home run earlier. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. .393 batting average, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, 1612 OPS so far for the captain this season. Here's the pitch for Lawrence, and Judge fouls it off. The count is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. We have a runner on first. It's the top of the 9th. Here's the 0-1. Way inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Or Aaron Judge. 1-1. Aaron Judge. I'm just going to throw out random names. I'll probably mention old Yankees players too. And inside again to Judge. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to the captain. Two balls, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. We are in the top of the 9th with 1 out with a runner on first. 2-2 count. Yankees have a 9-4 lead. Justin Lawrence sets. Here's the pitch for Lawrence. And Judge fouls it off. Still staying alive. What's up, Yankees country? He's giving us some breaking news. Yankees signed right-handed bat Cooper Hummel to a deal. Will start in AAA. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. My boy Gusto in the building. Shout out to my boy Gusto. He says, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Smash those emojis for my guy NFE and the channel. What's up, Gusto? How's it going? Gusto showing off that pretty face of his on his profile picture. It's a full count to Aaron Judge. Here's the payoff. And swing and a miss, and the runner goes, and he is safe. So stolen base for Ben Rice. A strikeout for Aaron Judge. Judge is 1 for 5 in today's game. Ben Rice gets a stolen base. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming to the plate. He is 0 for 5 in today's game. I'm doing well, man. Doing well. A little. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tired. It was a long morning, but I'm good. I'm good, bro. They are reviewing it. Do they get them? Yeah, it looks like this play is under review for the stolen base. Can't tell if he got him, though, but we'll find out soon enough. I have 41 likes right now. So if we get 9 more likes while we're live, I will buy a membership. So if there's 9 of you out there that are watching this, if there's 9 people out there that are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will buy a membership, and somebody will be the lucky recipient of that membership. So that play is under review still. We'll see if it gets overturned or not. Ben Rice is chatting it up with the Pirates players, having some good laughs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. just waiting there like, can we get on with this already? Jeez. They're showing the replay again. All right, they said that the runner's out, so the call has been overturned. So that is 3 outs. We are heading to the bottom of the 9th. And final 3 outs for the Yankees. They have a 9-4 lead. But how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? What are you all having for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Tell me what you all are having for dinner. I know I'm going to be heading over to my family's. There, my mother's making some rice and beans, and there's going to be some lamb meat, like chopped up lamb meat, like little cubes. I've had it before many times. It is so good, so good. Yeah, I hung out with my mom today. Actually, had to take her to an appointment, and then got some breakfast right after that. So it's always a good time. It's always a good time to spend with your mother. Always love spending time with her. James Holohan is saying, "Go Yankees, beat Pittsburgh." That's right. John the Beagle Dad wants to be taken to the mats. Gusto says pork chops, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and applesauce. All right. All right. Homemade stew for Yankees country. Cool. Yeah, sweep would be nice, man. They should be able to sweep Pittsburgh, right? But we'll see. Tap out. That's actually a brand. Tap out, or was a brand. I don't know if it's still a thing. But they're showing the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. Yankees have a 9-4 lead in the bottom of the ninth, and we have Devin Williams on the mound, who just came back from the paternity list. So Devin Williams is looking to close out this game. The Yankees are down to 3 outs. I haven't seen tap out in years either, bro. But first pitch to Frazier is a foul ball. So Frazier pinch hitting for Triolo. So it's an 0-1 count to Adam Frazier. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Devin Williams sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Frazier. We are in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees are looking to close out this game. They have a 9-4 lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 2-1. And Frazier pops it up. And Jazz Chisholm looks like he's going to make that play for out number 1. So the Yankees are 2 outs away. Dev Finch is having Italian hoagie and jalapeno peppers. Okay. And we have IKF, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, coming to the plate. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. He has 2 singles and a run. So we have 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch from Williams, and that is in there for a strike. So the count now is no balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And Kiner-Falefa hits that to center field. And Trent Grisham is there to make the play for out number 2. And the Yankees are 1 out away from securing game 1 of this series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. If they win today, their record goes to 5-2. And here we have Ke'Bryan Hayes, who was 1 for 4 in today's game, but he hit that 3-run shot to make it a 9-4 game. And here's Devin Williams. Here's the pitch. And first pitch to Hayes is a ball. PNC Park, empty now. Barely anybody at the ballpark. Still some fans. It's a 1-0 count to Ke'Bryan Hayes. 2-0 count now to Hayes. Two balls, no strikes to Hayes. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, as the Yankees look to close this game out. In their first strike, the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And fouls it off. Let's play that 2-strike horn. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Close out the game. Yeah, Joe, somebody mentioned it. Yankees country mentioned it, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and whoa. All the way to the backside. The count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that horn one more time. Let's get a strikeout. Williams sets. Here's the payoff. And he walks Hayes, and Hayes will take first base. The Pirates still staying alive, and we got Bryan Reynolds coming to the plate, who is 1 for 4 in today's game. Bryan Reynolds is 1 for 4. He had a solo home run in the 3rd inning as he is ready to step into the batter's box. Devin Williams is ready. He sets. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So we have a runner on first with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. And did he go? Said it touched the bat, so count is 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have 44 likes, people. Are there 6 folks out there that haven't hit the like button yet? We are 6 likes away. Can we get 6 more likes while we're still live? If we get 6 more likes, I will buy a membership. And it's a 2-1 count to Hayes. Or to Reynolds as Hayes steals second base. 2-1 count to Reynolds. Here's the pitch. And Reynolds pops one up, but it is foul. Count is 2-2. Let's play that horn. Can Williams get a strikeout here? The Yankees are 1 out away from securing a win. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And did he go? The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We have a runner on second, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Yankees have a 9-4 lead. That was Williams' 17th pitch. He checks the runner at second. He sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Boom! See ya. And the Yankees win 9-4. And the Yankees just won their 5th game of the season. They are now 5-2. Devin Williams closes it out. So overall, the Yankees do win today's game. They are 5-2. So I will take it. And they will play the Pirates again tomorrow. So real quick, let's look at some stats for the Yankees. So Ben Rice had a stolen base. Aaron Judge had a stolen base. That was both of their second stolen bases. Volpe got picked off and by Wentz earlier in the game. He also got caught stealing. Ben Rice also got caught stealing. Max Fried, though, folks. Max Fried had a solid outing. He went 5 2/3, gave up 6 hits, only gave up 1 run. He walked 1, struck out 6. So he got his first win of the season. you all predicted right. For those that did predict right, Yankees were 4 for 13 with runners in scoring position. They left 11 men on base. Judge hit the only home run of the game today for the Yankees. It was a 2-run shot. He hit the only home run. Everything else was on walks and hits. So the Yankees bats were alive today. So Yankees bats were dominant. Max Fried was dominant. Pitching looked really good. What up, Desiree? The game is over though, folks. But the Yankees do win. So let's kind of look ahead to tomorrow. And who do you guys give the player of the game? Who is your player of the game? Let me know. You know what? I'm going to give my player of the game. It's a tough one because I have 2 guys in mind and 3 guys in mind, and they all did really good. But I think I'm going to give it to Dominguez, folks. I'm going to give it to Jason Dominguez. Anytime, Desiree. Thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, Judge was the only player to hit a home run. He really was. I'm checking the game cast right now. So 5 more likes for a free membership. Let's go, folks. Come on. Who are there? 5 people out there? Are there 5 people out there? Let's see if we could get 5 more likes. I'll hang out for a few more minutes, but I do have to get running. Five more likes. So, yeah, good small ball. I mean, this was, the Yankees. Yankees bats came through. Even without Cody Bellinger in the lineup, Trent Grisham came through. Other players, definitely stepped up. So overall, it was a really good game. So, and shout out to everybody who hung out for this live stream. So appreciate everybody hanging out. So let me check tomorrow's game, though. Let's see what we got. So tomorrow's matchup is going to be Marcus Stroman versus Bailey Falter. So it's a righty versus lefty matchup. That game will start at 4:05 Eastern Standard Time. So I should be able to do the pregame tomorrow for this. That's the game plan, and I will be. The game plan is also to do the play-by-play. So stay tuned. Make sure you do hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Be sure to check YouTube and see if I'm going live. So you'll know if I'm going live. A live stream will most definitely be set up for it. So Pito Will is in the building. What up? He says, "Let's go Yankees." All right, 4 more likes. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, hit the like button. Let's help the channel out. Let's help out the strike zone. I'm here to represent you all. If anyone would like to join Yankees Family Discord, let me know. We'd love to have you all. Well, drop the link there, dude. You're able to drop the link. Go for it. But overall, a really, really good game played by the New York Yankees. They are 5-2. Yankees bats were alive. The pitching looked phenomenal today. Good outing by Max Fried. Yeah, the Discord is pretty fun there, Gusto. It's a fun, everybody there is really cool, real friendly. There's no like any type of disrespect. If there is any kind of disrespect, Yankees country handles it. So everybody's real cool, real friendly. Everybody, everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome, man. So it's really cool. So Cabrera's the player of the game for you there, Pito. I appreciate it there, John. I appreciate everybody sharing it out and spreading the word. Yeah, Desiree's there. Desiree's there. Yeah, we got. There's quite a few people that I see in the live streams that are in there, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, joining on the fun, Gusto. Everybody, like I said, everybody there is really cool, man. Everybody there is really, really cool. So check it out. But I am going to end the live stream here. I am over 3.5 hours, so I am definitely wiped out. I'm not going to lie. But it's always fun hanging out with all of you. And, it's always a pleasure seeing, the familiar faces. Hopefully I want to see some new faces on this channel. Let's get some more subscribers. Love to meet some new people, meet some new subscribers. And, even if you're not a Yankees fan, come join in. I mean, we could talk other teams too. I have other subscribers who support other teams that are not Yankees fans. And you all are appreciated on this channel. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. But with that being said, though, folks, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for another great play-by-play. The Yankees win. They're going to play tomorrow. Marcus Stroman versus Bailey Falter. Yankees are 5-2. Well, let's see if they could secure the series. Would they win tomorrow and then go for the sweep on Sunday? So, again, greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you all for joining on this awesome broadcast. It's because of you. This broadcast is awesome. It's not me at all. I'm just saying. And make sure, folks, you all hit that like button on your way out. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. Share this channel out with everybody. I would greatly appreciate it. And you all enjoy your evening. Enjoy the weekend coming up. And I'll see you all next time. Let's go Yankees.